The compressor module moves incoming air to the discharge air tubes and then into the combustion section. The compressor, located at the front of the engine, uses rotating blades that draw air into the engine and then compresses the air into a progressively smaller volume. Air leaving the compressor flows through a diffuser and the discharge tubes, which are both divergent passages, creating a decrease in the air velocity. The compressed air is then used for combustion. An axial compressor flows gases parallel to the rotation of the rotor axis. Each stage of an axial compressor consists of two elements, rotor blades and stator vanes. The rotor consists of a number of blades or airfoils fixed on a rotating spindle and resembles a fan. As the rotor turns, air is drawn into the compressor. Vanes are arranged in fixed rows between the rotor blades and act as a diffuser at each stage to decrease air velocity, increase air pressure, and direct the airflow at the proper angle into the next stage of blades. There may be a number of rows of rotor blades and vanes, each set making up a stage of compression. The number of stages depends on the amount of air and pressure rise required for the particular engine. A centrifugal compressor expels the air perpendicular to the rotor axis. Each stage consists of an impeller, diffuser, and a manifold. The impeller, which is a casting with integral blades, rotates at a high speed to draw air in and expel it radially at an accelerated rate. The air then passes through a diffuser made up of multiple divergent passages, which slows the air down. When the velocity of the air is slowed, static pressure increases, resulting in compressed, high-pressure air. A combined compressor incorporates features from both axial and centrifugal designs. This design philosophy takes advantage of both the high-volume output of the axial design and the high-pressure output capabilities of the centrifugal design. The compressor front support is a fabricated sheet metal component consisting of a double-wall outer skin, 7 hollow radial struts, and a double-wall inner hub that provides mounting for the compressor rotor's number 1 bearing and oil seal assembly. The compressor front support is the intake opening for the engine. The support provides lubrication passages and support for the number 1 bearing and anti-icing capability for the inlet. Pressure oil is delivered through a tube within the upper left strut for the lubrication of the number 1 bearing. Oil is scavenged from the number 1 bearing through a tube within the bottom strut. During icing conditions, the anti-icing valve, mounted on the lower right side of the diffuser scroll, delivers hot compressor discharge air to a fitting on the compressor front support. Anti-icing air is distributed around the support through the cavity formed by the double-wall outer skin. Anti-icing air flows from this cavity into the hollow struts and is exhausted either out of slots on the trailing edge of the struts or through the front of the double-wall inner hub into the compressor airflow.